Okay, welcome Pete to Action Coaches Doncaster. This is Pete, everyone from Ascendant Content. Pete, thanks for joining me today. I just wondered if you might tell me, how long have you been in business and, what are you trying to achieve with that business?
Hi Chris, thanks for having me. I'm a digital marketer and I run my own business here in Doncaster. I've been going for about 2 years now. And we do everything from website design, SEO, social media marketing, content and copywriting, and email marketing and newsletters.
Okay. So how long have you been doing that, Pete? Was it something that came out of COVID?
It was, yeah. I initially lost my job at the beginning of COVID, and I was kind of being encouraged by friends. Hey, look, you can come and do this freelancing. There's no need to go back to PAYE with this. I thought, brilliant. There's never been a better chance than there is now. So I thought, great, let's go for it.
Mm-hmm. So you've been going, what, 2 years now then?
2 years.
2 years, nearly 2 years. What's the biggest learning you've had as a business owner since you started?
Oh, I think the sheer amount of personal development that you have to do to really sustain your business and keep it going, especially when there's hurdles that come along, or you're not feeling confident some days, or you can't need a bit more of a push, you need to develop communication skills or learn how to sell to people better. It's an absolute learning journey for everything, I think, like personally as well as a business person.
Yeah. So, for you, is that your biggest, the biggest, like, have you done a lot of courses for that one? Like, how have you got over that issue so far?
A lot of it's been training or teaching myself how to get to a bit more. There's been a lot of time spent in front of the mirror, kind of practicing sales pitches, really getting my pitch down to absolutely fine tea when it comes to that, and creating visual prompts to kind of go along and remind me when I'm in front of clients. I'd say sales is probably the most difficult. I can explain what I do absolutely perfectly and how it benefits people perfectly. But then when it comes to getting people to kind of go with that becomes a bit more of something that I'm not particularly used to. I haven't been in a sales background before.
Okay. So Pete, if you had to pick someone, I guess, from maybe from your learning or from your life, who's the sort of biggest influence on you? Who's inspired you the most over the last few years?
I know it sounds a bit corny, but I'd go with my daughter. She's the motivation for why I do absolutely everything.
Okay.
Especially when times are tough or there's quiet periods of work. It's like, this is why I keep going, and it's kind of great that work-life balance that we're all kind of looking for. To have the freedom to be financially free, to do what we want to do and achieve our goals and aspirations.
Okay. So what sort of life do you think you want to create for your daughter? If that's not too personal a question for this forum.
Not at all. I recently met a client and they've been self-employed for 15 years. So their children have grown up with that being normal. So, and it just made me kind of stop and wonder a bit, because this kid was amazing, like creative. He kind of had his own projects that he's encouraged to do for social causes. I think that's really what I'd like her to learn as well. And it's being able to think a bit more freely than out of the education system, because I don't believe that the education system prepares you for the world of business at all.
No, indeed. And that's the focus of Action Coach, if I dare say, without this becoming about Action Coach. I think it's about business owner re-education. It's about changing that education, as you just mentioned there. So thanks for bringing that up. So what are you hoping to achieve then? With what makes your company Ascendant Content different to other SEO and online kind of help that people can get? If one of your potential clients is now watching this video, as I'm sure they will be, why would they buy from you over other people, Pete?
Well, I think every digital marketer believes that we've got a unique approach when it comes to digital marketing, and we all have different set ways of approaching that. So, for example, I do SEO and social media marketing together sometimes, because there's a lot of room where organic social media marketing can benefit SEO and vice versa. So I try to take a bit more of a blended approach, whereas I know that some other digital marketing agencies can be very clear cut, like this is one service that we offer, and they don't blend unless it's a retainer. Whereas I will offer a more bespoke kind of package. So it's only what I think the business needs to scale and to thrive, rather than trying to miss out loads of different products just for
Okay, that sounds absolutely fascinating. I'm sure people like that personalization, that bespoke package is something that people are looking for. And I know you've been quite busy lately as well. So congratulations for having such a good year so far. On that then, what does the future look like for you? Like where are you taking the business over the next 12 months, let's say?
Well, the next 12 months, I'm hoping to put together a team. So I've already been meeting some brilliant professionals. There's a lass called Simone in London who's a amazing organic social media marketer, and I'm very keen to get her on board and to come on and start taking some of that. So for me, it's kind of putting together like the right team of people that really kind of like have quality and the attitude of creating bespoke packages for people at its heart. There's no one business is the same. I'm sure you find that in ActionCOACH as well. We have so many different varying individuals and business models to work with. And it's about tailoring it to that business, not trying to offer one size fits all.
Okay. So, I mean, having said that, then, what do you think your main challenges are going to be? You know, in 2023, things aren't particularly great economically at the moment. Politically, we're fairly unstable. The world economic situation, you know, security as well. So, you know, how do you think you're going to navigate your way through that time?
I think it's about making digital marketing more affordable, because I know one of the biggest hurdles that I have to jump through as a business owner, as I'm sure many other business owners have at the moment, is convincing people that it is worth their time to invest, and it really is. But it's also about realizing what's affordable for people and how much time that they can dedicate to that, and if they don't have enough time that they can dedicate to business and learn the tools that they need to really thrive digital marketing, and that isn't something like selling. So at the moment, I'm putting together some new retainers that offer a little bit less a month, but at a more affordable rate. So we work together for longer in the meantime, but that gives more time to understand exactly what each area of digital marketing is and how that applies to their business.
Yeah. I guess that ties in really well with what you were saying about bespoke packaging, in that working with someone over a period of time instead of just coming in and maybe consulting on one job for a week or a month or whatever it might take to design a website, for example. Or it might be, I suppose, you overhaul websites and make sure that their SEO is on point. I know you do a really good job of that. You know, would you say, I mean, you're obviously encouraging people to work with you on a longer term basis and to kind of see it from that point of view. You know, do you have any special offers that maybe you're looking at advertising today, or, you know, things that would encourage somebody to take action if they're watching this and they're thinking about getting their website reviewed, for example? Is that something you can help people with?
Absolutely. I'd say probably the bulk of my business comes through SEO projects or website design, closely followed by social media. So at the moment, if you're a member of the Doncaster Chamber, I do offer 10% off all first projects with Ascendant. And I've also decided to roll out a 20% off for December to encourage people who are obviously thinking about starting a digital marketing approach and don't want to wait until the new year.
Well, you heard it here first, folks. 20% off all of December. Give Pete. Do you want to plug your website for us, Pete?
Absolutely. It's ascendantcontent.com.
All right, Pete, it's been absolutely fascinating. I know it's a very brief overview of your business. I think we could, you know, really enjoy talking about this for a lot longer as we move forward. But I guess people will just have to reach out and get in touch with you and find out more about what it is you can provide them. I know that you're a great guy. You're based here in Doncaster. You're passionate about, you know, SEO and getting people's websites up to scratch, because a lot of them aren't that great, let's face it. So yeah, if you're doubtful of whether you need this or not, just give Pete a shout, let him take a look, and I'm sure you can make the improvements that they need. So thanks a lot, Pete, and take care and good luck.
Thanks for having me, Chris. See you.